massive political fight has broken out over Coalgate after former Coal Secretary PC Parekh, who has been named in the CBI's FIR, has hit out at the CBI. Now, Parekh has also pointed a finger at the Prime Minister, saying that if he is made an accused, then the Prime Minister should also be held accountable since he approved the allocation.
How has this FIR come to you? How are you taking this particular FIR that has been filed?
Well, I don't really think that this is any serious issue at all because to my mind there is absolutely no case in what CBI is trying to make out. It was a very fair and correct decision which we took. We means I made a proposal and Prime Minister took a decision. So I don't see any reason why CBI has come to a conclusion that there is a conspiracy in this.
Sir, you've said that if this is a conspiracy, then the Prime Minister should have been held as accused number one. And how are people reacting to this particular issue, and why do you hold the Prime Minister responsible?
No, if CBI thinks that there is a conspiracy, then who are the conspirators? Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, who made a representation, I, who made a recommendation, and Prime Minister, who took a decision. So conspiracy has to be complete with all the persons involved in it. So I don't know why CBI thought that Mr. Birla and I am involved in the conspiracy, but the person who took a final decision is not part of the conspiracy. So if conspiracy is there, then everybody is a part of that conspiracy. So if we are accused, then PM is as much a part of the conspiracy.
So who are you holding responsible? Just the Prime Minister in particular, or the PMO itself?
No. Final decision is taken by the Prime Minister. So I won't say who in Prime Minister's office. But ultimately, order comes from the Prime Minister. He signs the file. So final responsibility is his.
So when the entire decision was taken to give away coal allocation to private companies, you were one of the persons who made a suggestion that there be a competitive bidding process. But time and again, the Prime Minister's office refused that particular proposal of yours. So what happened during that time? What was your proposal, and what was the reaction from the Prime Minister's office?
No, actually, my proposal was resisted by the then Minister, Mr. Shibu Soren. So after Mr. Shibu Soren resigned, and Prime Minister became the coal minister, he approved that proposal. Then Mr. Shibu Soren again came as a minister, and he again kept it in the cold storage. After he resigned, I again resubmitted the file. Then PM said that please put up a cabinet note. I prepared a cabinet note, and I also made a submission that since this has to be quickly brought in, so we must make a small amendment to Coal Mine Nationalization Act so that the process can be started quickly. But PMO was against bringing an ordinance. They said that normal procedure of amending the law should be adopted and not through an ordinance. So that's why it got delayed. And then it got further delayed after I left the ministry. So the process which started in 2004 ultimately has not yet been implemented.
Right. So you said time and again suggestions were being rejected from the PMO to go in for a competitive bidding process. Any particular person from the PMO, because we know a few reports are directly indicating to a certain person in the PMO. So was it a single person from the PMO who continuously refused to take up your proposal, or was it the entire...
No, you see, when fives move in the government, it is not the individuals who get involved. It is from one office to another office. So I can't say any specific person involved.
So the entire point of bringing in this coal allocation was to ensure that the nation becomes an energy strong nation, just like China. Was the purpose ever fulfilled?
Well, the purpose has not been fulfilled because we are now importing much larger quantity of coal than what we were importing in 2005. But I won't blame allottees for this thing entirely, because our processes of getting clearances, land acquisition, forest clearance, environment, they are so involved and time-taking that no project can take off in less than 10 years in our country. I mean, China we can't compare because from the point they conceive of a project to commissioning, it takes less than 2 years there. We can't do anything in less than 10 years.
So many, out of the coal blocks that have been allocated in these years, have any of the allottees started manufacturing? Has anything actually concrete taken place?
Yes, couple of them have. Because I think, if I recall correctly, last year about 80 million tons of coal was produced by private coal miners.
Fair investigation, not an unfair investigation. And when this whole coal scam happened between 2005-2009, for most of the time, Dr. Manmohan Singh was also the coal minister, apart from being the prime minister. How can he escape responsibility and accountability? Any fair investigation would demand investigation with the role of the PMO and also the prime minister. What Mr. Parakh has said merits serious consideration. Therefore, a CAG report termed him as a whistleblower. He was demanding for fair process in the whole allocation through auctioning, which was delayed by the government. Until the new rules came into being, these all coal blocks were allocated in a hurry to ineligible persons. Therefore, the accountability of PMO and PM is equally important. Therefore, we demand a fair investigation, not an unfair investigation.
So therefore, to expect anything else from the Bharatiya Janata Party except irresponsibility would be expecting the sun to rise from the west rather than the east. So therefore, I don't think it is important as to what the BJP has to say, because all that they have been doing is saying for the last 10 years. But responsibility and propriety demands that in an investigation which is being monitored by the apex court, people need to be restrained in their utterances, and insofar as government is concerned, government has been absolutely cooperative with the entire investigation process. Whatever documents have been asked for have been provided. So therefore, let the investigation play itself out in its